Hey guys, it's your boy Dino aka DRP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. Another video of me reacting to the first episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series. Now, I know it's taken me a while to get down to this. I know it's taken me a while to get down to this. Every time I try to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this done, something comes up, and I would have to do other videos. And shit happens. Shit happens, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. But if my old subscribers who are still watching me know, back in the days when I was doing reactions a lot more frequently, when I was doing anime reactions a lot more frequently, I ended up reacting to the cartoon of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and oh my fucking god, I was in love with that show. I'm thinking about how a show like that came out so long ago. Like considering when that show came out, the cartoon, it was way ahead of its time. Like when I say it's way ahead of its time, I meant in terms of the show's quality. Like everything about that show was just amazing. It was just too good, the show. And then I reacted to The Legend of Korra as well, which was really good. Don't get me wrong. I feel like it does get a bit too much hate in the community, but I will admit that it's not as good as The Last Airbender. It's definitely got flaws to it. Korra definitely does have flaws to the show, but it's not bad. It's not a bad show by any means. It's definitely got flaws, and it's not as good as Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I still enjoyed it a great deal. So, as you can tell, I was a great Avatar fan back then. So, and I still am now. Like, if anyone was to talk to me about Avatar: The Last Airbender series, I would talk about it for a while. I can keep talking about it. So when the show was introduced, like they announced that it was going to come to Netflix, I was excited, and now that it's out. And here I am. I've actually got the time to react to this now. So here I am going to be reacting to this show. For anyone who doesn't know how these timer reaction works, this will be a timer reaction. So what happens is, as soon as I start playing the video, a timer will appear at the top of the text. I've got episode 1 here. A timer will appear. So you would have to sync it up. However, what I've also done is I've recently been doing this where at the bottom there'll be subtitles, so I've put in the subtitles for the episodes. So at the bottom, like, of the screen right here, which is lightened, so what I've done is I've made it transparent so that it's enough for you guys to see the subs, but at the same time you won't be able to see the video clearly. So I've definitely done that, made it transparent. So therefore you're not going to be able to see any video, you won't be able to see hear any audio on top of it as well. And then the timer will appear, so you would have to sync it up with the episodes when you're watching it, I guess, but you'll be able to see the subtitles a bit. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. This is going to be a very long episode because, if I'm not mistaken, the first episode is actually an hour long. Like the episodes after that, I believe, are like 40 to 50 minutes, but this first episode is a long episode. So just need to make sure I've got everything that I need. If stuff like snacks or something, like I've got a couple of, I've got biscuits here, I've got a water bottle here, so I am prepared to watch this, okay? So, you know what, let's take my hoodie off, just so that it doesn't get too warm in there, if you get what I mean. Alright, if you guys don't know what I'm wearing, yeah, I've got Kid Goku right here. It's a pretty nice shirt of Kid Goku. Training during, I guess, a time where there's, flowers on the trees, I guess. Okay, leaves, not flowers, what am I on about? This is leaves on the trees. But yeah, here I am, gonna be reacting to it. I'm very excited. For some reason, I've heard mixed things about the show. Like, I've heard first, like, a half of the people saying it's really good. Or should I say, okay, let me start off with the people that say bad things. People say that it's overrated. CGI is not as good. Actors aren't that good. In fact, I saw some comments. This might be a bit of a stretch. I've heard some comments say that the Hollywood movie which I've watched, by the way, absolute fucking garbage. Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, I've watched it, it's so bad. I've heard people say that the movie is better. I haven't watched the series yet, but I did watch the trailer for it. It looks so much better, so much more superior to the movie, and I find it so fucking irritating that people out there go as far as saying that the movie was better. It's clearly bait, clickbaits, to get noticed, I guess, in a way, but it's still, like, people actually think of that, you're out of your mind. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, and then this, the second half of people say that people are just overreacting. It's actually really good. They did what they could in the 8 episodes. Obviously, I believe as I'm about to watch this now, I have heard that a second season has been confirmed for this. So if I'm not mistaken, you can feel free to comment if I'm wrong about that. But I did hear about it. That was confirmed for a second season. So yeah, and this is still in top 10 in Netflix. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get right to it. I'm not going to waste too much time on, talking about this. So volume's okay. You're only going to hear my voice. I've cut down the desktop audio so you won't be able to hear anything. PC screen's been lightened. Okay, the timer will appear. I would have to edit that. That's a whole different editing process I need to do in Vegas once I've done this reaction. Once I've done this. Okay, without further ado, let's get right to it. What's the first episode's name? Aang. That's literally the title of the episode. Okay, let's get to it. And 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this is like. In partnership with Nickelodeon. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, yo, the firebending boy. Oh, wow. Excuse me? You know what? Out of all the bendings, I was most concerned about how earthbending was going to be, because that's the most difficult to do CGI on. Yeah, earthbending is kind of like the most difficult one that would be to do CGI, but this looks good. Earthbending looks really good there. Alright. I was buying them time. That is so good. Earthbending looks really good. It looks much better than I thought. I mean, firebending looks really good as well. I mean, firebending, yeah. It's easier to, I guess, do CGI on firebending as opposed to earthbending, in my opinion. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong with that fact. Oi. In Nomads. Oh, hey. Oh shit. Wow. Oi. Oh my god. The Avatar. The Avatar. So he knows that the Avatar will be within the Airbenders, which is why he wants to get rid of all of them, which is why they went ahead and did that. If you remember. At the start of Avatar. Like in the show. Oh wow. That looks so good. Oh, it's that Kyoshi. Oh wow. Whew. That looks good. The other. Mm-hmm. What's that Roku? From the Firebird? I don't know. Oh, they've done that so good. That introduction gave me so much nostalgia, guys. Did that give you... That must have given a lot of people nostalgia. Please tell me it did. That looked really good. Aang. Oh, that's the title of the episode. Okay. Aang. Even the fucking Hollywood movie, they pronounced his name as Ong instead of Aang. Like, it was just so bad. Everything about that fucking movie was fucking bad. The Southern Air Temple. That looks really good, man. Like, the fact that people say it's better, it just pisses me off, man. Oh, wait, so this is before. Is this... This is before they all get killed and he freezes himself underwater when he goes into the Avatar state, right? That that does look really good. I'm not gonna even lie. I love the fact they pronounce his name right. That's the Avatar. Way. Wow, even I'm not gonna lie, even this looks really good. They've done this CGI really good. What's a bison? It's flying bisons, right? If that's what you call it, bisons. And he calls his bisons upper. Oh wait, is this about the attack that's they're gonna get from the Fire Nation? Oh, okay. Oh, is this about him? Okay. Oh, this is about him being as They don't know about the attack. Oh, okay. Okay, they do know. Yeah, because they sent the information. Okay. He's a fucking kid. Oh, he will learn about that. He's a kid. He's a kid, really. He goes through a lot as a kid. No. I mean, they understand. I guess they understand it, but time's not the essence, really, isn't it? But I still feel he goes through a lot, man. Aang just gets. Kyoshi. Okay, I was right about his name. Oh shit. I don't know how this is gonna go. Yeah. Imagine saying this to a kid, by the way. 12-year-old kid. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, it's not like we can pick and choose who's going to be the Avatar, right? It just. Oh, that's nice to hear. Oh, that's cute. It's good to see that kind of bond between the two here. It's like I said. If you think about it, just saying this all to a 12-year-old kid is just traumatizing for them, isn't it? Not traumatizing, but it's just a lot of responsibility, like they said, right? On a 12-year-old kid, it's just like the guy has got left to mature. Oh shit, yeah, he's got more room to mature, but yeah, he just goes through so much in so little time. And when he goes into the avatar state to save himself, he kind of freezes himself into complete ice under the water, isn't it? If I remember, which is why he stays frozen for, was it 100 years? I don't know. I don't know how long. That looks good. I might be wrong with the whole 100 years, but it's a long time he was frozen for. Oh, that's sad when he says that. That is sad. That is sad. When you hear something like that. Like the moment you hear someone like Aang say, "I'd trade places with any one of them," that's when you know it's really sad, man. That is sad. Oh shit, is this when they're getting attacked by the Fire Nation? So I like the fact they've actually shown some backstory to this. They didn't go straight into the whole Katara and Sokka finding Aang inside the ice prison, right? Them actually showing the backstory to this before it gets to Katara and her brother Sokka, or Sokka. Saka. It's really hard to pronounce his name for me sometimes. But I like the fact they're showing a lot of backstory here. It makes more sense, right? Oh, that was sick. That was really cool. Airbending does look really good as well. Yo, this just looks good. I can imagine the martial arts is going to be really good in this. Numbers game catching up. The numbers game catching up, man. It's only so much. Oh, I'm gonna love the fight scenes in this. And that's one thing I'm really looking forward to this show. Because everything looks so good so far. It looks so much, it's so much superior to the Hollywood version, right? So the one thing I'm actually looking forward to in this show is the fights, which looks really good so far. Wait. Wow. Dang. It's fucking great you're fucking whirlwind like that. Yeah, by showing all of this part, like showing the Fire Nation attacking the air nomads like this, as the first episode does put a lot more impact, and it does make the story flow much better, in my opinion. It definitely has an impact to the people watching this, right? They're like, oh shit, this is bad. Like, damn. Man, this guy's lethal. Oh my god. Yo, this guy's brutal. Whoever is playing him. Oh shit, she's just okay. Whoever that actor is, he's doing a phenomenal role as the Fire Lord. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Yep. That looks so badass. I'm not even lie. Is he gonna go into the Avatar state here? He's definitely going into the Avatar state. Yeah, I was gonna say he's talking about the power of the comet. Clearly, it was planned as well. Now, if you guys don't know what he's on about, when they have the power of the comet, their bending becomes so much stronger. That looks so sick. He's like, boom. My man just went boom. He just created that whole ice prison. Well, ice prison or ice crystal, whatever it is. Ah, here's Katara. Okay. Okay, that's practicing a water bending, I take it. Where did they shoot this? I mean, it was mostly CGI. Don't get me wrong. So I'm assuming it's all green screen. I'm assuming they did this all in green screen. I take it, and then they just hit it up with CGI. I think. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but that's probably the easiest way to go about it. If you get what I mean. Wow. Don't know why I'm laughing already. Saka, okay. Sarcasm there, man. Come on, bro. Read the room. Read the room. Sarcasm right there. Oh, this is where they're gonna find Aang, isn't it? Yup. Yeah, I'm probably wrong though about the whole 100 years thing because the Fire Lord's still around, right? Even after Aang put himself in ice. So I don't know how many years. It's probably a lot less than that. Might be wrong. Might be wrong. So please forgive me. Don't know what made me say fucking 100 years. I'm so dumb. Like, oh shit. Okay. Yep. Oh shit. Yep. Are we gonna see Zuko? Zuko and Iroh. Probably my first favorite character of the entire series of Avatar: The Last Airbender is Zuko. Second is Iroh, and third is Sokka. Those are like my top three always for me. Wait, Zuko. Man had Vegeta level character development in this series, let me tell you. Oh, is she gonna bring it back using waterbending? Oh shit! The Avatar? Hey yo, that looks so good. Ooh. Brother. The Avatar, boy. Damn. Yo, that glowing CGI on him looks good. Damn. Well, the boat's here at least. Okay. So is this gonna also show the part where the Fire Nation comes in to the Water Village? If I believe so. Or is this gonna involve? Oh, she knows it's an airbender. Because of the Fire Nation destroying everyone. Yeah. So it's been quite some time since the Fire Nation pretty much put airbenders out of existence. It might be. How many years is it? It's definitely not 100 years. Definitely not. Definitely not. That much I know. For sure. AI roll. Oh, 3 years. Oh, 3 years? So it's 3 years since then, huh? I definitely remember it being more years in my head for some reason. Oh, you're about to find out, bro. Mm. I'm liking Zuko so far. Yeah, this is what he remembers before he goes in the Avatar state. Damn. Oh, that's a whistle for him to call Appa. Okay, I was gonna say. Wait, Appa had 6 legs? Oh, there it goes. Oh shit, it does have 6 legs. I did not notice that until now. That's- yeah, but the. Which, yeah, yeah. Changed when the Fire Nations attacked. Okay. Is that. This might be the exact dialogue from the cartoon. Most. He disappeared. Yeah. Oh, he vanished. Yeah. That's the same dialogue of the Nickelodeon show. That is crazy. How many years has it been? Oh, okay, okay. I was right then. I was right then. 100 years. Okay, I was right. I was right. I was right then. Okay. Okay, so I was right. Oh my god, so I was right. I wasn't just talking out of my fucking head, was I? 100 years. I'm glad that I wasn't just talking smack, you know. I'm so, my brain's just all over the place with that. Uh, Probably not the best question to ask. Yeah, 100 years. He was. Yeah, they're gone, mate. Okay, so that's what they meant by. Dang. That's really tough. Like, during this time of era, this era of time, was really tough on the kids. Like, they had to grow up, mature so much faster than they normally would do. In the 100 years, think about it. Whoa. That's, yeah, that's tough times, man. Yes, that's very Iro like. How about a cup of tea? I'm glad Iroh eventually got to Zuko, man. Like all Iroh ever wanted was the best for Zuko, and you could tell he tries his hardest, and so I'm glad Zuko ended up being like the person he was. Everyone else is killed. Hey, pitch perfect example right there. Way. Way. There comes the Fire Nation boy. Bro. I mean, it's rough on Aang, man. I feel sorry for Aang. Like, every time I hear people just say things like that, you just can't help but feel bad for the guy. Like, getting frozen in that 100 years of ice, having all of his air nomads die. Fire Lord Ozai. Damn. He does. At least this guy has a family. He hasn't lied because he never asked him about it. I can't remember Asako was like this in the Nickelodeon show. I can't really tell. He seems a bit too uptight in this live action. I might be wrong. I just can't. I can't remember how he was in the Nickelodeon show. It's been so long since I watched it. I might actually give it a rewatch. You know, I might actually do. It's not what nice. The fact he's okay. Never mind. I was going to say something, but yeah, he got overpowered pretty quickly. He's a bender, and Sokka's not a bender. If you guys haven't, it's Katara that's a bender, but he's not. Not bad. Whew. Damn. Oh, it's the villagers. Damn. I don't know if it's because these. Okay, I'm assuming these kids in real life are like in their mid-teens. I'm assuming like 14, 15, 16 years old. I'm not sure. Acting could be a little better, but like I said, this is. I might be nitpicking on it when it comes to that. I might be nitpicking. I don't know if it's because it feels a bit too bland. Like the acting just feels bland. Qatar seems pretty decent so far. Let's go and say the weird kid. Sokka, something. I need to see more Sokka so far. Katara seems fine. Aang seems pretty decent as well. I really love how Zuko and Iroh look. They look really good. Totally. Dang. I really like Iroh, man. Iroh is just an amazing character. Come on, man. He's a fucking airbender. You guys should be so. You guys should be more vigilant, mate. I can't believe it, man. Fire Nation, man. Come on, man. Slipping. Oh, Appa. You know, okay, I really like how they cut that sentence he was speaking and then he just proceeds to him screaming on the bison. That was pretty funny. Okay. This is where he fights Zuko on the ship and then he goes into the Avatar state at one point. Doesn't he, during that fight? If I'm not mistaken, in the ship. How long of the episode is there left? Okay, there's about 15 minutes left. Well, not 15 minutes completely. I would say about 10 to 12 minutes because there'll be credits going on, right? Unless there's after credit scenes, I'm not sure. This looks good so far. Like, I really like how this the show has been done so far. The first episode has been really informative. For people who don't know about the Avatar story from Nickelodeon, who hasn't watched it, this is a pretty decent episode. Like, with the story of how the war actually started. Damn. Open fire. Pow, pow, pow. Damn. Damn, that target strike true there. Yep, got him on time. Damn. Damn, that's travelling far, mate. Oh, was that Katara? That was Katara, wasn't it? Oh shit, have they cut the part where Aang goes into the Avatar state? On the battle against Zuko? Was it meant to be at that part? Where he goes against him? In the boat, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Huh. I don't know if that happens later on, though. I don't know. Oh, he's gonna go for the air temple, isn't he? Wait till Lee sees what's there. Pretty much nothing. Like, if anything, it's gonna be pretty much remains of the airbenders, if I remember. When when I watched the cartoon, it was just literally the remains of the airbenders, which was an awful sight to see for a cartoon. Like, at that, like, in the time like that. Yeah, it's not gonna be good, is it? Oh god. Yeah, this was devastating. I can imagine this was devastating to see. Mm-mm-mm. The Avatar state? Oh, hey, yo. Damn. I think his emotion starts to waver like crazy, right? After seeing a sight like that. He kind of lose control of his emotions. He's a kid. Think about it. This looks good. They've done this really good. They've done this scene really good because in the cartoon it looked it looked really cool. So I'm glad they've done it justice here. They definitely gave it justice to the scene. Kind of a rough way to find out, though, don't you think? Yeah, it was all for the Avatar. Damn, I'm enjoying that crazy. Okay. That's a pretty decent rough sketching, man. I'm not gonna lie. This was a really good episode, man. This was a really good episode. I won't lie. That was done really well, man. I'm actually happy with how this first episode was. Because it's kind of like what I said. Like, because if I remember from the Nickelodeon show, I don't think they... I mean, maybe because it's been such a long time, but they do... Like, Nickelodeon show, they do talk about how, you know, the Fire Lord attacks... the Fire Lord attacks... the Fire Nation attacks. The world gets plunged into darkness, and then the Avatar vanishing and whatnot. I don't know if the Nickelodeon show showed the Fire Nations attacking the Southern Air Temple like the live action did. Like the whole story, how it started. They showed Aang at the start, like in the Southern Air Temple having fun, just being just a fun kid, and then as Aang leaves the city to go out for a breather, which is when the Fire Nation attacks the Southern Air Temple, and then Aang just goes into water and he just gets plunged into the water, and he goes into the Avatar state to freeze himself. I think they kind of showed that later on during the series and in the first season, like after a few episodes. But I don't know if they did it, like if they did a whole complete detailed portion of that at the start, like at the very start of the series. I don't know if they did that. I might be wrong. I don't think they did it. So the fact that this live action has used that chance to actually spend a good portion of it giving a good backstory, a good foundation to build up on, it's actually really good, because that way, it's like I said, the people who don't watch the Avatar, who's heard of the Avatar but not watched the show, it helps them understand what the story is about, and for them to easily, I guess, follow through the story. So they've done a really good job with it. Acting, I need to see a bit more, obviously. It's just the first episode, so it's really hard to tell. I mean, there's a few characters we haven't seen yet, and I'm looking forward to them. Azula, I believe. Azula is one of the girl next to Zuko. Yeah, there's just so many characters that I haven't seen yet that I would want to see how they look and how they act and whatnot. Aang seems to be, like, whoever's acting as Aang, they've chosen a good choice for him. They definitely went with a solid choice for Aang. He looks good. He plays the part good. Katara seems okay. She seems okay. I like Zuko and Iroh. They both have done their part really well. Sokka is kind of like the only person I've got like a question mark on. It's really hard to tell when it comes to Sokka. I need to see more of him. But so far, everyone's done their parts fairly well in this first episode. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. So yeah, on that note, I shall end the video right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to me reacting to Avatar The Last Airbender episode 1. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash the like button, comment and share those good things. See more content of me doing more Avatar The Last Airbender live action reaction to this channel. If you guys are new to the channel, consider that subscribe button. Join the DRP Guild today so it must a single video from my channel with reactions to Avatar The Last Airbender Netflix series, Hololive videos, reactions to Hololive, any other videos, main content series you get to see on the channel. So be sure to comment, subscribe, and most importantly, have fun and join the journey with me. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dina signing out. Have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, peace.